Welcome to day 17 of the Match World Cup video blog in association with Chewits. First of all, I've got to apologise if you hear any scraping or banging or beeping or the noise of an engine going past. It's because I'm here outside the Free State Stadium in Bloemfontein after a massive match that's taken place today, and I'm sure you know exactly the game that I'm talking about. Unfortunately, that match has been completely covered in disappointment because England have been knocked out of the World Cup 4-1 by Germany. I'm absolutely gutted about it. There were a few crunch key moments, let's say, in the game, and obviously the one that everyone's going to be talking about is Frank Lampard when he hit that fantastic volley after that nice turn by Jermaine Defoe, and it smashed against the bar and it bounced down and it went into the goal. There's no doubt about that. When I watched it first on live, I was sitting up there, decent position, and I wasn't 100% certain, but I've got to say, when I watched the replay, it was almost half a yard over the line. And also, if I was in that position where that assistant referee was, I'm certain I would have picked it. So I haven't got a clue what was going on there. It was really bad news. Anyway, at the end of the game, I went and spoke to the players in the mix zone, as I always do, and they came in and had a chat with me about their disappointment. Firstly, I want to say that every single player who came through, they looked absolutely gutted, and I'm sure they were as well. People who say that the players aren't playing for the shit, they don't care, that's wrong. That's absolutely wrong. My problem today was there was a lack of organisation. There was a lack of, the structure of the team was all wrong, and I think the tactics were a little bit off. So I asked the players about this. I said, why is it that the team hasn't played as well as it should do, as well as the great individuals we've got? Why haven't we hit top form at this tournament? And unfortunately, none of them had a real answer for me. Everyone was confused. They all said Germany played very well, which they did. But at the same time, it wasn't clear. Nobody had a real answer, so it was a bit frustrating. Hopefully those answers will come out in the next few days, because there'll be probably a press conference coming up, and there'll be some feedback from across the different players, so we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, we're at the World Cup, and we've got to deal with that. But I've got a few questions that I would like to ask as to what happened today. Firstly, why consistently throughout the match was there this space 20 to 30 yards out in front of our goal where Germany could run into Schweinsteiger or Ozil or even Khedira sometimes, and they could attack that space and have lots of time on the ball. There seemed to be this massive hole where there was no defensive midfielder and there were no players covering. Real question, because that gives them a real chance to create chances, for them to score some goals. Now, I'm not blaming Gareth Barry for this. People would say, well, he's the defensive midfielder, that's what he's doing. I don't think that's what his role is. I think Capello's saying to him, no, you can get forward if you want, you go up there. Because when Germany scored their third goal, Gareth Barry was on the edge of their box, attacking. And then they broke, ran down the pitch, and what happened? Huge amount of space, we're going to knock a goal in. And that's, it seems crazy to me. When you're 2-1 down, as we were at the time, you've got a chance to go and win the game. So why are you doing that? In line with that as well, when we were attacking them, just generally, why was it that we were only leaving one man back, one full-back, either Glenn Johnson or Ashley Cole, and the rest of everybody else was up the park? We had to get a goal, but there was 30 minutes left when we were doing this, and we seemed to just invite them to counter-attack and attack, and they're very good at that. There were 3-on-1 occasions about 3 or 4 times in the second half, and it was crazy. It just didn't seem sensible to me. The other thing, whenever we got on the ball and we had a little bit of space, why did we have to try and complicate it? We were pinging balls out to the wings, we were pinging 60-yard passes, but we didn't seem, and we were also having little flicks and little clever little interplay. But sometimes the best way to play is just to keep it simple. The reason Spain are a fantastic team is because when their player gets on the ball, 2 other players emerge in front of them, over to the side, and they then move and they find the space and they can then pass the ball out to them. And that wasn't happening for England today. We weren't finding the space, and we were hitting too many long balls and complicating things. And the other thing, did you know that today, the match, the starting lineup for Germany, 5 of their starters were younger than James Milner, who was our youngest player in the team. So it really is a case that youth has beaten experience today. And how was it that those players were reading the game so much better and were in the better positions than our experienced players, who are fantastically clever footballers? Lampard, Gerrard, John Terry reads the game very well. But why was it that they weren't reading these situations? When that ball got booted down the pitch, and closer, one of the older players in the German team, but he read it, he was off. Our players didn't do that. And again, I think that was a structure, that was a formation thing. So there's some serious questions to be answered. Anyway, we can come back from this. I know we've said it before, but I really believe we can. So there's a lot of work to be done. players will go away over the summer, and then there'll be the next friendly match, and during that game there's going to be a lot of work and maybe some new faces in the squad for us to be excited about. So hopefully the European Championships in 2012, that'll be somewhere where we're playing better football and we're going on to achieve great things. Okay, now beyond that, we have to get over the fact that England are out of the World Cup. The tournament continues and there are some great attacking teams to watch here. So I reckon you should pick yourself another team, pick yourself maybe Uruguay or Brazil or Germany or maybe Argentina if they get through, or Spain or whoever. Just somebody who you fancy backing, maybe even the Ghanaians. Whoever you fancy backing, pick them and then say, I'm going to support you guys, you're my team from now on. And then you can keep up with all the news, obviously, in Match magazine. England's tournament's over, but we'll get over that. But I thought I'd show you a few of the little clips from before the game now. I would have played this at the start, but it's, I had to give you the news first. So here are some clips from before the game of what all the fans were making of what was going on and all of the atmosphere as it built up. Hopefully it'll put a smile back on your face and make you feel happy again about the awesome world of football. Okay, here it is. So I'm now here outside one of the entrances. I'm going to have a bit of a walk in, see what we can see inside the stadium. It's about 45 minutes to kick off and atmosphere is starting to build up. I've got my team sheet in my pocket, the full lineup, and it looks like it's going to be an unchanged side from the Slovenia game. There are some Slovakian and South African fans who are here just to enjoy the experience. And here we've got some Germany fans with flags, all walking around. There's a good mix, everyone mixed in with each other. So you can see a really good mixture of the England fans. Argentina shirt there. There we go. Just right here with the face mask. Chelsea shirt. There we go now. Make a quick second. There we go. Out onto the pitch. There you go. Stadium filling up. Full of fantastic fans.
Player number 20, Jerome Boateng.
Okay. Back out now. So I hope that's gone some way to make you feel a little bit happier. A bit of sunshine in the blog, and also some positive talk about England and some very confident fans. Sadly, it's not worked out today, but we'll come back from this, and the fans will still be there to support what is a great bunch of players and a great team. Hopefully, it'll be even better at Euro 2012. Now, that's the end of my World Cup video blog in association with Chewits. I'll be back tomorrow with the news from the training ground and any kind of fallout and feedback from what's going on. And we all want those questions answered, so I'll be there to bring all of that. And you can check out all the match results from today. Obviously, England losing 4-1. But all the results on the Match website at www.matchmag.co.uk, and also check it out on the Chewits Facebook page. Alright, laters.